So check this, when I scroll, the background video starts playing, and it follows my scroll like magic. It also feels silky smooth. You can see just how precise it is. Down here we have some text and this super cool button. If I click it, it's gonna play the video and it will take us straight to this services section. I was so mind blown by this idea when I first saw this design, because most websites these days are just so boring. But this feels different. This is a great way to fix that and to stand out. There are so many ways you can catch people's attention by using this technique. And it's not just hero sections. We can also do this further down the page, like right here. This type of content is super good for engaging people and for making them curious to actually read what else is on your site. So I loved this so much that I spent a lot of time studying and perfecting it. Now the design works on all browsers and looks amazing on all devices. The video loads super fast and it plays super smooth. Some websites have huge budgets to make something like this, but I was able to make it in Elementor completely for free. You don't even need Elementor Pro, and you don't need to know how to code. You can even copy all of these designs that I made with a single click, even if you are a complete beginner. Just copy them over from my demo website and on to yours. But more on this later. First let me show you how I've made this design so that you can make it yourself. So I'll start from an empty Elementor page and I'll just add in a container. I want to make it full width, and for the min height I can select VH and I'm gonna put in 300. Then under advanced I'm gonna make sure it has 0 margin and 0 padding. And inside my navigator over here, I'm gonna name this one Big Video Container. It doesn't matter what you name it, I'll just do it to make it easier for us to remember. Now let's drag in a new container inside this big one. I'm also gonna make it full width, and for the min height, I'll make it VH 100. And again make sure it has no margin and no padding. So now we have this big container that we can scroll through, and the smaller one inside it. I'll name this smaller one Small Scrolling Container, and you'll see why I named it a scrolling container in a second. For now, let's just add in a video element inside this small container. For the source, we're gonna choose self-hosted, and we will set mute to on and player controls to off. So now we just need to upload a video file, and we're also gonna need some other files that we will use later. So let's just download everything that we need right now. Just open a new tab and go to wpmkr.com/scroll. This will take you to my Gumroad page. This full design license is optional, so just select the free option and press the button. In here you can put in your email address to get the files, then put in 0 over here and click Get. And next just click Download for the Hero Scroll package and save it to your computer. This archive has everything that you need to make this design, so you can open it, and I've already prepared a video for us in this video folder. So I'll go back to Elementor, and for my video widget I'm gonna upload that file. Just drag it in and then select it. Now we have it on our website. But you should know that I've already optimized this video for it to work smoothly when scrolling. You can replace this video later with your own video, but you're gonna need to optimize it first. And this is super important, because if you don't, the video is gonna be laggy and it'll just feel terrible on some browsers and devices. So just keep watching and I'm gonna show you how to optimize your own videos later. For now, let's just keep going with this one and let's see our page. We have our video here, and it is 100 VH tall, so it takes up our full screen. It's also inside this big 300 VH container, which takes up our full screen height times 3. What we want to happen now is we want our video to keep staying on our screen as we scroll down through the big container. So this video should keep moving down as we scroll. And besides, we want it to also play based on how fast and how far we are scrolling. We can achieve both of these things with a bit of code. And it's super easy because you can just copy the code that I gave you. So let's go back, and we want to add a new element. Just search for HTML and drag in an HTML widget like this. I'll make sure that I move it inside my big video container. So I can do this and then move it just under here. For the name, I'm gonna write in code video just to remember what this is. So this HTML widget sits inside the big video container, but outside the small scrolling container. If we scroll down, we can see it right here. It only shows up in our editor, but we can hide it from here by just clicking this small icon. And now let's add in the actual code. Open up the archive that I gave you, and we have this code folder. Inside, you can open this code video file. Just copy everything inside it, then go back to Elementor and paste it inside your HTML widget. We can publish the page, but you're gonna see that it doesn't do anything yet. First, we're gonna need to go back, and we need to tell our code which video we want it to target. So let's select the big video container. Then under Advanced, we want to write a CSS class over here. Just add in maker-big-container, like this. So now let's publish again, and let's check it out. Let's scroll down, and boom, now it works. The video that's inside our small scrolling container now stays on screen as we scroll through the big container, and it also plays based on how much we scroll. Perfect, now let me just quickly add some more content under our video, just to make sure that everything works well, even with more content on this page. And as you can see, everything works and looks great, except that up here, this hero section still looks quite empty. There's no content here other than our background video. So next, let's add some content on top. All you need to do is just drag in a new container on top of your video like this, and in the navigator, just make sure it sits inside your small scrolling container, just under the video, like this. Now we're gonna see it down here, but we want it to sit on top of our video. So let's go to Advanced, then for the position, just set it to Absolute. And now it's up here, right inside our small scrolling container. And we can move it anywhere we want with the settings down here. For example, I can align it to the bottom, and we can drag this offset to move it further up or down. But I actually prefer to set this to 0, and I'm gonna use padding instead. Instead of pixels, I'm gonna select Custom, then unlink it, and for the bottom I can set it to 20 VH, for example. This just means I want my container to sit 20% higher. You could also make it 30 VH or whatever else you want, but for my design I already know that I want it at 17.1. Perfect, so now you can drag in any elements that you want inside this container. I'm just gonna drag in a heading and then I'm gonna make it white. And then I'm also gonna drag in a button. Then we can also select this container, go to Layout, and align it to the center. Perfect, so everything that you drag inside this container will now sit on top of your video, like an overlay. So I'm gonna name this container Overlaid Content. Now you can edit all of this exactly like you'd edit anything else in Elementor. I'm just gonna add in my text, adjust the fonts, and make sure that it looks great on both tablet and mobile. So now we can publish it, and let's have a look. And I think this looks perfect. Our video plays beautifully, and the overlay text and button stay perfectly sticky inside our video container. We can also check the responsiveness, and it looks and plays perfectly over here as well. But there's still something I don't like. When I scroll down, the transparent header disappears. I want it to stay up here on screen until the video finishes playing. So let's do it. To make our header sticky, we can just use another bit of code. So back in Elementor, first let's duplicate this code element, just like this. And we can call this second one code header. Now we can go back to our files and just open this code header file. Again, just copy everything inside it and then paste it inside our header code widget. Now just a quick note, I'm using the transparent header from the Astra theme. If you use a different header from another theme, you might need to go back here and change this header selector code according to your theme. If you're not sure how to do it, just ask ChatGPT and it will show you. So for us, let's publish this and let's check out our page. As you can see, now our header stays sticky, but only while our video is on screen. Once we get to the end, it locks into place up here. That's perfect. The only thing left to do right now is to finish this button. We can click it, but it doesn't really do anything right now. We can have it do something super cool. So let's go back and we can select our button. And in here, you could change its link like you would with any other button. You can point it to any page that you like, but I want to do something more special. When clicking the button, I want it to scroll down smoothly to a different section on my page, all while playing the background video. To do this, let's first link our button to #start, like this. Then we can scroll down, and I'm gonna select this section because this is where I want my button to scroll down to. Then go to Advanced, and inside this CSS ID field, we can put in Start, without the hashtag this time. This way our button knows to jump to this section with this start ID. So let's publish and then check out our page. I'll just click the button, and as you can see, that looked really funny. It jumped to the start container, but the jump was super fast. So let's fix it. Go back to Elementor, and again let's duplicate this code widget. I'm gonna name this third one Code Scroll. Then back inside our archive, open the Code Scroll file, copy everything inside, and make sure that we paste it inside our Code Scroll widget. So let's publish again, and let's check out our page. Now when we click, you can see that the scroll is much slower, and there's enough time to take a quick glimpse at the whole video. Perfect, now let me show you some adjustments you can make. First, inside the code for our button, you can easily adjust the scrolling speed over here. You can see that the speed is 1.5 right now, but we could make it something like 1 to make it slower, or for example 2.5 to make it faster. Let's try out 2.5 and check out our page. Let's click our button and you can see the result. The scroll was much faster. You can adjust this yourself based on how long your video is, but I'm gonna leave it at 1.5. The second thing that you can adjust is your big video container. Just go to layout and you can change the min height over here. For example, right now my video takes this much scroll to play through, but if I change this from 300 to something like 900, this is 3 times as much, so you're gonna see that we're gonna need to scroll 3 times as much to play through our whole video. As you can see, I'm scrolling really fast, but the video is playing really slow. So you can adjust this height yourself to control how fast your video plays when scrolling. I'm gonna leave it at 300, but you might need more, especially if your video is longer. The third and final thing you can adjust is inside the video code. Up here you have this video and adjust. It's 0.5 right now, but let's just set it to 0 for a second. Let's publish and then check out our page, and you're gonna see that the video stops playing as soon as we scroll to the end of our big container. If you want your video to keep playing for longer, you can change this. So let's make it 0.5 again, just like it was before. Then publish our page and refresh, and you're gonna see that the video keeps playing for longer, even after we reach the end of the container. And it keeps playing for exactly half of my screen height. And that's because we set this to 0.5, which is half. And that's exactly how I got this super nice effect in design number 18. When we scroll down, he keeps surfing until this big wave covers half of the camera. And the video stops exactly when the water splashes the screen. Nice, so let's go back and let me show you one more thing. This big video container doesn't have to be your first section on the page. You can also have it further down. So in my navigator I could move it in between these two containers, then we can publish it and scroll down on this page, and it's still going to lock into view as soon as we scroll to it. The video will play through and then smoothly transition to the next section. And if we scroll back up, everything happens in reverse. So you can also have multiple effects like this on your page. For example, we can move the container back up and then we can duplicate it, then move this second container further down the page. You can have as many of these as you want on your page, so you could just keep duplicating them if you want more. But inside this second container, we don't need these code widgets. You only need them once on your whole page, and you already have them here in the first one. So for this second container, I can just delete them. You don't have to delete them, but it's just good practice to keep your page clean. Then you can change this second video. I'm just gonna select it and then I'm gonna choose a different one. And you can adjust everything here just like I've shown you before. So I'm gonna change this min height and I'm also gonna change my text here. Then let's publish it and let's see what we've got. So we have our first big video section and the header locks inside it, which is perfect. Then if we scroll down we see some regular content and then we find the second video section. This one locks in and plays through beautifully, then reveals the rest of our content. I think this is gorgeous and I really hope you love it because it feels super good to browse through this design. Next, I'll show you how you can skip all of these steps and copy these 25 designs with one click. First, let's go back to wpmkr.com/scroll. And I've prepared something special if you want to get this full design option. Just choose it, then fill in your payment info, and you can check out. And I've added some bonuses here as a huge thank you for supporting the channel. You can download these 25 videos that you can use for your own designs, and you'll also get this license code that's unique to you. This gives you private access to our demo site. So you can copy this code, and then go to the demo site, which is scroll.wpmkr.com. Then just paste your license code here and you're logged in. This demo site will save you a lot of time if you don't want to do everything manually. You'll see that every section here has these two buttons on the bottom right. When you mouse over one, you'll see this colored border around the design that you're about to copy. You can also go through the menu and you'll find these 25 different video scroll designs that I made for you, just like this one. Then you can click export if you want to save this design as a template. And over on your website, you can just click Add Template. Then go to Templates and click the import icon. So just like this, you can import the design into your website. Or even easier, on the demo site you can click Copy. Then on your site, just right click and paste from other site. Then Ctrl V or Command V. And just like that, you're done. You have this whole design onto your site. We can just publish it, click Preview, and the video works perfectly. You can copy any design from the demo site this way. I hope this saves you a lot of time, and I also want to say thank you. We don't have any sponsors, so people like you make it possible for us to make these videos. Now let's get back, because there's one more thing. I've promised to show you how to optimize your own videos for the scroll effect. Without this, your video will be laggy and it will feel terrible when scrolling. So to fix this for your own video, open up the archive, and in the video folder you'll find this Make Video Smooth file. It tells you everything you need to optimize any video. There's a lot of text here, but really it's super easy. Let me just show you. You can record one yourself, or you can use sites like pexels.com. Just select videos and search for something like restaurant, or anything you'd like. You'll find hundreds of copyright-free videos for any type of website, just like this one right here. Something like this would work perfect for our scrolling effect. Or you can use a tool like Kling AI to generate your own video, which is actually what I've used for some of my designs. Cool, so once you have your own video, it's time to optimize it. Just go to Google and search for FFmpeg online. Open this one, and you can drag in your own video inside this tool. I'm just gonna drag in mine. Now in our text file, we have 3 commands here that we can use. I recommend that you go with the medium quality one. It gives you good quality without huge file size. So just select and copy this command. Then back in our tool, we can paste it inside here. Click Run and then wait for processing. It takes a few seconds, then click Download File and save it to your computer. Then just upload it to your website. Your video will be super smooth and the choppiness will be gone. And you're done. Please like and subscribe. I've been Andre. Thank you so much for watching.